The Labyrinth's Nightmare 4. I really like this from the perspective of the other guy. The wind magic of the Kirakok hits the Edesain directly. Although I was surprised because I never thought that it will hit, I understand the reason why the Edesain didn't avoid the attack when the cloud of dust caused by the impact of the magic cleared up, unhurt. For the Edesain, something like the Kirakok's magic is not worth even to avoid it. However, it was able to gain time. Due to hitting the Kirakok's magic first, the rock turtle that's slow was able to reach the front line. The rock turtle has a high defensive ability. The rock turtle is made as a shield and the other three start to attack. The wind magic of the Kirakok rains from the air and Suiten's water breath explodes. The water breath that explodes, huh? The Phoebelt attack immediately from the two attacks hit. The Phoebelt that's excellent in speed and physical offensive ability springs at the Edesain, and a spear of soil thrusts the Phoebelt. The Phoebelt was not able to react to the huge spear of spoil that sprang up from the ground suddenly, and it's skewered. Immediately after that, the flapping Kitakok falls to the ground, as if it's been thrown down. It collides with the ground intensely as it... Oh, that's her heavy skill. It collides with the ground intensely as it is, and it sinks into the ground while making an unpleasant sound. What happened? The Kitakok is crushed by something invisible as it is. And meanwhile, the Suiten keeps shooting the water breath. However, the Edesain doesn't mind it at all. It turns toward the Suiten slowly, and wind magic was shot. Not only soil, but also wind. In the view that surprised me, the breath is blown off by the wind magic and the appearance of Suiten defeated. The only one remaining is the rock turtle. However, the rock turtle doesn't move. It can't move. When I praise the rock turtle after seeing it in its strange state, it has the abnormal condition paralysis before I know. Moreover, all of its status falls rapidly. HP also. The tough rock turtle became a corpse at the short time that can even be called as an instant. The summoned beasts that have get over many difficulties together with me was slaughtered one-sidedly. And yet, the thing ruling me now is not sadness and anger. It's fear. It's pathetic, and it's rude towards the dead summoned beasts. Although I think about that, I can't fight against the fear that springs up from the bottom of my body. I want to run away from this place quickly. However, as a person who leads the unit, I can't run away before my subordinates. My subordinates began to withdraw in the time that was gained by the summoned beasts that became sacrifices. However, it's slow. I forcibly return the consciousness of Ranan-sama, who loses his sense by hitting him, and make him prepare a large-scale transfer magic to withdraw out the unit. But still, more time is still needed to make everyone of the unit to fall back to the range of the transfer. A few seconds in the meanwhile, in that few seconds the nightmare occurs. The magic of soil and wind flies around wildly. Even though it seems that it's shooting at random, each hit kills the soldiers. There's a soldier who falls suddenly too, the mysterious attack that killed the rock turtle a while ago, an attack that can even kill the rock turtle that has a lot of HP in an instant. The soldiers can endure even an instant and fall one after another. A magic flies toward Ranan-sama, who's preparing the transfer magic. I become resolved to use my MP, and I summon a monster again to be substitute for Ranan-sama. The magic that begins to be shot many times. I summon a monster every time. I take a restorative medicine that recovers MP. I summon while drinking it. My MP that recovers gradually. However, the consumption is more than the recovery. Magic comes, summon. Magic comes, summon. While repeating it, finally, the summoned beast's own hand is used up. But still, the magic doesn't stop. Or rather, the number of magic's flew is obviously more than the beginning. When I look at the surroundings, wondering why only Ranan-sama and I survived in this place. Ranan-sama. It can't be helped. We will return, even if it's only the both of us. As Ranan-sama starts to activate the transfer magic, the Edesain has approached to our front. Ranan-sama! The fired spear of darkness. It's a magic filled with frightening amount of magical power that the soil and wind magic from a while ago are seen as child's play. It's aiming at Ranan-sama. Because Ranan-sama was concentrating on the magic instruction, he can't avoid it. I have used up all of my summoned attacks, and there's nothing that can be used as a shield. It was an instant. I used my body to stop the Spear of Darkness. My body bursts open. The Spear of Darkness penetrates through my body and attacks Ranan-sama, who's at the back. Ranan-sama's right arm and a part of his side blew off. Because I entered between the spear and Ranan-sama, the trajectory seems to have shifted a little. Ranan-sama activates transfer while having an anguished expression. My view distorts. I shut my eyes instinctively, and when I opened my eyes, it was not the inside of a labyrinth. The person in front of me becomes surprised and stiffens. Someone, those who can use recovery. Ranan-sama talks to the people in the place while distorting his face in pain. Here is the Empire's magic laboratory. Immediately the surrounding becomes noisy. Endure a little more. Ranan-sama applies recovery magic on me. Although almost half of your upper body was blown off, you did well to still be alive with this. Although I thought to say something, blood came out of my mouth. After all, I have to return the hit from you, so don't die until then, okay? My body recovers little by little. My HP also has escaped from the critical area. Treatment is also given to Ranan-sama after the people who came to use recovery magic. I take a breath of relief and became exhausted. Also, although there's a large sacrifice, we survived. I'm curious. Does she have the ability to know where they transferred to? Like, is her transfer good enough in her, like, space magic good enough to know where they transferred to? Because then she would know where civilization is. And then she could just follow them, right? Because people can sense transfers. Can they sense destinations? Because if so, then the human race is doomed. You know? If she continues to go on her rampage. I think she was just angry at that particular group of people. She may actually try to like take respect in those people that were able to avoid her for as long as they did, and then she'll just jump. And she still wants to be friend. Like she wants to become. She did at least want to become a arachne, I think they called it, so that she would have the human half and have a mouth and be able to talk. She'd still have to learn the language, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. This whole story has a lot more chapters to go, so we'll fucking see. No spoilers.